Hello, my people. ¿Cómo están, mi gente? So, I pulled some surrender cards. We're going to see what people need to surrender for this week. Then we have some crystals to see some of the crystals that people could get for this week to help you guys release. And we also have the chakra cards to see some of the chakras that need to be worked on. If you're interested in a Reiki session, just click on the link on my bio. You can book a session. Among other services that I'm offering. I'm working on some chakra candles for you guys. I will be placing pictures of them. I'm just currently working on them. All right. So, first card that came out is the surrender low self-esteem. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any renance of low self-esteem. So, it's interesting because yesterday I was actually talking to a client about because she's suffering a little bit of low self-esteem, a little bit of insecurity, and this is an issue that a lot of people are having right now. But this is something that comes from like inner child that needs to, you need to do some healing on your inner child, basically. Because this is where like you might have been surrounded by family, friends, or whoever that might have been like putting you down and trying to make you feel like you're less than, or trying to imply that you're not worth it, trying to take away your value, your self-worth. They might have been talking down to you and speaking so poorly of you that it started making you subconscious about yourself, and this happens a lot with like say with children when they're babies and they're young. Parents tend to say a lot of things that they really don't mean, or sometimes they do mean it, and this is just to like program a child's mind into thinking that they're not worth it, they're not able to. It's like trying to beat them down enough so that they can control them. So a lot of us, and I say us because I'm part of the collective as well, and I had my issues around that area as well. A lot of us need to start really like doing some affirmations and building ourselves up, because God created each person very unique, and we're not all the same, but we are beautiful. We're made in his image, so we are beautiful individually. Each person has something that they some kind of attribution or character that makes the person beautiful, and they have something that they bring to the table that another person may not be able to bring, but that other person brings something else. So we're each individually bringing something into the collective to make it a whole, and makes it beautiful. We're like a melting pot. Like in New York, it's a melting pot. You have different races, different cultures all mix in, and each culture brings in something that makes it beautiful. So why do we need to tuck another race down and make them feel like they're less than, or make it look like one race is better than the other? Like, we're all beautiful individually, and there shouldn't be no comparison, and there shouldn't be any reason why another person should feel less. So if you are suffering a low self-esteem, you need to start really working on it, building yourself up. Do some inner searching where you need to figure out where did this mentality can't come from, where these thoughts came from. Why do you feel like you're less than? Like, you need to do some soul searching on that area, because it may come from like a family member that might have been talking down to you, and so you eventually start believing what the abuser is like implanting in your head and programming in your head, and it comes from when you're a child, and then it starts manifesting in your adult life, and you don't even realize it. Some people just don't realize it. They start negative self-criticism. That's low self-esteem. Like jealousy is low self-esteem, because you feel like somebody else has something that you don't have, but you have everything. You have all the tools necessary to be successful, to be loved, and to have abundance in your life. Basically, you have it. The next card we have here is to surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all you can do to make things happen. then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. So this is the same thing when you're manifesting. So if you're manifesting, like say, a new home, you take the necessary steps to manifest the new home, right? And you let it go. The home will come to you, or the opportunity to get the home will come unexpectedly. Stop trying to hold on that this home that you want is going to come to you in the way that you want it, such as you putting down a down payment, and like the process of how you're going to obtain something. It's not always traditional. It's going to come in such a way that you might think that it's not going to happen, but it will happen. You just have to let go in the way that you expect it to happen, because we all have expectations, just like we all have opinions. But does it mean that the opinions are more valuable than others? No, it's just an opinion. So release of the control on how you want things to play out. Like some of us, if you're trying to relocate and you're trying to manifest a relocation to another state, maybe you think like, well, I need to get a job there, I need to get a home there first, or I need to get this, I need to, like, there's certain steps that we all picture that we want things to play out. But sometimes you might actually get an apartment before you get the job where you're trying to move to. So release how you expect things to play out, the attachment on how you think things are supposed to go. Release that. You're trying to relocate. Okay, so start applying for jobs. Start applying for apartments. If the apartment comes first, then go. The job will come right after. It's just like release that like the expectations that things are supposed to play in a particular way, in the way you want it. Spirit will make it happen for you, and things are not going to go according to the order of things. They don't. It's not always traditional. It doesn't play out like in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. Sometimes it's like step 1 and then you jump to step 5 and then you go back to step 2. So just release any expectations. And at the bottom of the deck here, I have surrender your fear of change. See? The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or if you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmations. I have faith that all is well. Yes, have faith that everything will be all right. If you start fearing the change that's about to happen, then you're going to start attracting the negative changes. Just go with the flow and just know that, just have faith that things like the ships will fall where they fall, but it will be okay. Have faith that everything is going to turn out in your favor. It might get messy, but it's okay, because things sometimes get messy before things get cleaned up, basically. So just remember that. Just like when you first move into a new home, when you first moved in, everything, you have boxes everywhere, you got clothes everywhere, you don't know where anything is at. That's just what change is. Sometimes it gets messy. But once you settle in to the change and you start, building your foundation again, everything will find its place. So stop fearing the change. Just release it. Have faith that everything will be okay. Now, I have the crystal daily cards. I have here the amethyst card. This is trust your intuition. So again, this goes well with the self-esteem, because amethyst is really good for your intuition. It's really good even for your aura. It's good for grounding. It's also good for healing. It's good for your third eye chakra and your crown chakra as well. So if you don't have trust in yourself, then you're not trusting your intuition. So when your intuition is trying to give you the red flags and tell you like, don't go left, you need to be going right, you're not going to be trusting what you're hearing and the messages that you're getting for the divine. So you need to build up your self-esteem and have more trust in yourself. And I feel like this card goes really well with the surrender your low self-esteem, because you do have to learn to trust your health and yourself, and have a little bit more faith in that you're able to make decisions and follow directions as well from spirit. The next one we have here is chrysoprase. Chrysoprase. Look, I can't pronounce it. Don't judge me. Allow yourself to receive. So be open to receiving. Again, It goes well with the attachment to results, because if you are surrendering to the divine and you're letting the divine guide you and bring you the things that you want, and even though it's not going to come in the way that you want it to come or the expectation, then you need to just be open to receiving it. And who cares how it comes and in what form it comes, but it will come. But just be open to receiving, okay? And this is also, I feel like it's associated with the heart chakra, because I always think of the heart chakra with any crystal stone that's green. I think of the heart chakra. So with the heart chakra, you have to be open to receiving as well. So it's not just about giving. You want to also be able to receive. I have here at the bottom of this deck, I have the tiger's eye. And this is overcome your fears. And tiger's eye is pretty much associated with Leo. And we are in Leo season, has its August. And Lion's Gate just passed as well. So overcome your fears. And doesn't that go well with the surrender to the fear of change? So you're needing to release the fear of change, right? Have faith in yourself that everything will be all right. And start fearing change, because when change comes, it's typically for the positive. And even when it does get messy and it feels like it's a negative change, there's something positive that's going to come right after it. So just have faith. Have faith. And tiger eye is really good to repel like jealousy, and also what's it called? Mal de ojo. I don't know how to say it in English. It's mal de ojo. It's like evil eye. That's what it is. Evil eye. So this one is good for evil eye. It's also good for your root chakra as well. It's also good for your solar plexus. All right. So as far as the chakra, the chakras we have here, again, we have the crown chakra, right? This goes well with the amethyst, because I said this is for the crown and the third eye. Now, the crown chakra says calmness. To calm your monkey mind, do not feed the animal. So again, if you have any fears, any negative thoughts, self-criticism about yourself, as far as your self-esteem and even your fear, you need to release that. You need to stop feeding those thoughts. So instead of you're getting like negative thoughts about, like, say, you're talking down to yourself, instead of doing that, how about you start reading some affirmations to like build your self-esteem up and pump yourself up, and just know that you can handle anything that's going to come your way. You are loved, guided, and protected. And I say that all the time to myself, just like when I get anxiety about anything or something, a new change that's coming into my life, I start repeating this to myself just to calm myself down and know that I am guided, loved, and protected, and I am good. Everything will be okay. So that's what you have to start repeating to yourself to calm your thoughts down. Start giving yourself some affirmations. If you need to start reading the Bible, listening to some meditation music, listening to affirmations, then that's what you need to do in order to calm your thoughts down. We all get those thoughts sometimes that start attacking us, try to bring us down, and remember, that's fear that's coming in. That's fear, but you can't let the fear take over. So start thinking about, do not feed the animals. So stop feeding your mind with bullshit, negative talks to bring yourself down and keep yourself stuck and keep yourself in fear. So stop feeding the monster inside your head. He's not paying rent, so let it go. Nobody rents a space in my head for free, okay? Now, the next one we have, this root chakra keeps coming up a lot for the collective. So you guys do need a lot of grounding. So we have grounding here. Sink your roots deep, connect them to the earth, to the heart of the earth. So some of you, maybe you need to start taking a walk through the park barefoot. Sink your foot right into the grass, and imagine that you have roots that's extending from the bottom of your feet, from the ball of your feet, all the way down to Mother Earth. And you want to imagine where, it feels like there's like Mother Earth is taking away all the negative thoughts, all the negative energy, all the negative aura, anything that's negative that's been sitting on you. I want you to imagine Mother Earth dragging it all the way down, and then imagine her bringing back this beautiful white light right through your feet that's going to bring in the positivity, that's going to get you grounded floor where you're going to feel secure and stable, and the fear is going to go away, okay? So I want you to do that. The next one, we have solar plexus, fearlessness. Turn your warrior into a warrior. Okay. So, again, this is you releasing the fear, right? Instead of you worrying about things, why don't you become a warrior and tell yourself you're Superman, you're Batman. Tell yourself you're a superhero because you are a warrior, okay? You are a warrior. You got anything that comes your way, you can stand your ground and handle it in the way that you need to be handled it. And ask for God to give you the strength you need in order to keep moving forward. All right, guys, so this is the message for this week. I might come back and do more healing messages for this week. I'm not sure. I'm working on a couple of things, but this is the healing message for you guys. Enjoy.